something about your country, your
Okay,
town?
sure. Yes. My country, my city, Oslo, is the capital of Norway. It is the oldest city in Europe, and is the capital of all economic relations. And interesting fact is that about 5, wait, not 5, 50% of citizens in my city are foreign people. Most of them are Arabs. Politics in my country, I love politics in my country because we respect all nations, and we were very happy to help migrate people who wanted to migrate. Yes. Any questions?
That's very nice of you. Do you have any special national holidays, maybe some traditions you can tell us about?
We love Christmas, like most of the Europeans. On Christmas, we usually go skiing or snowboarding. We have beautiful mountains. My family is half Arab and half Norwegian, so we celebrate a lot of holidays during the year.
That's very nice, very nice. Maybe someone can, everyone is. I can speak English. It's very difficult. Yes, please, can we speak in Italian? Yeah, maybe someone has something to say.
Can I ask a question to the note? Your country seems so modern. What about Celtic culture? I heard about Midsummer. I think it's from Norway. It's similar to Eastern European power. But what about anything else? Celtic culture.
Okay.
Maybe my colleagues from Sweden will help me.
Maybe it's not about holidays, but every day.
Why Celtic? Scandinavians are not Celtic. In which way? Celtics are in Western Europe, not in the Scandinavian peninsula.
They came from Baltic.
Okay, then we can say that Indians came from southern Russia in such manner. In Indo-European migration.
Why is everyone comes in the end to the politics? And we only want.
It is not politics, it is ethnographic, you know?
Okay, if northern countries maybe don't want to answer your questions, we respect each other. So yeah, let's just move on to another one. Can you tell me about? Can you tell us? Better say about your country.
Remind me my name. My name is Azali. I'm from Colombia. It's nice to see neighbors. Our culture is pretty similar to European because, you know, our history is pretty colonial. We similar to Spain. 90%, even 99% of our people speak Spanish. That's it. I'm from Medellin. It's a city with mountains. It's pretty far away from seas, oceans. Our weather pretty similar to Bangladesh. That's why we have rich nature.
Maybe Colombia something. See. We're so quiet. Oh my god, that is not the way we should
Because
yeah,
there are
communicate with each other.
thousand Italians, maybe.
I've heard from a lot of like Latin Americans that they distinct their culture from the European culture, but why do you think that your culture is indistinctive from European?
It's always fun.
We would like to be different, but colonial past is always there. Even if you come to Medellin, you will see all these buildings reminding about you about Spain, about Portugal. You can't avoid it.
Yeah, but I guess for a few centuries it developed independently and with a native influence, so you can call it another civilization, not a European one.
Colleagues, what about listen to our colleagues from Germany and Mexico?
We also have Korean.
Yeah,
really.
So three more countries.
Yes, you're so quiet. We're so immersed in each other. I think that's not a very good thing. So we should try better.
Okay, my name is I'm from Jeju-do. You know, it's the largest island in Korea, and there are a lot of resorts and there are mountains, so you can go hike. Also, you know, you were talking about fashion, but remember one thing. So in Korea, we have our very interesting fashion, which is dependent on traditional clothes. You know, modern hanbok, it's amazing. We are also love China, but United States of America we love more. You know, our language is connected to Chinese language, and when you are reading the newspaper, you can see Chinese letters, but it's not a Chinese, it's a Hancha, which is coming from Chinese alphabet. So also.
Don't have alphabet.
Also we hate China. You know, it's a political. Also we have different dialects from one city to another. Also, what can I say about Korea? We love rock, but when we are talking about languages, it's a very hard question for us. But our South Korean dialect has lots of English words.
So it was easy for you to learn more languages that is kind from Romans. Or is it another?
You know, English is hard for Korean people. And there are a lot of letters which is not similar to English.
Yeah, it's just from different language families.
Yes, and when you hear from Korean words like robot, it's not a robot, it's a robot, but letter R is hard.
Well, that was an interesting information, thank you.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Can you East Asians invent something on your own and not steal from China? Like you have those Chinese symbols, Japanese have kanji. Why can't you make anything on your own?
So what about
Why
you?
we're so independent? What?
I'm too loud, sorry.
It's okay for Chinese.
I have a question. Have you ever seen a person from Northern Korea?
In South Korea, a lot of people from North Korea, because they try to avoid the government and to go to
Politics again.
Yes.
Again,
politics.
let's not go to that direction.
I wonder why people from Singapore haven't figured it out yet. You
I
can just
see you
run
like,
away.
I see you like politics very much. I think it's a national trait.
I just represent the Southeast Asian vibe. We're all pretty racist, you know.
So maybe we give word to Mexico?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can
Or maybe Germany. You can
Germany is
maybe decide between yourselves and
Okay,
find
Germany.
something.
Guadalajara is very similar to your city in Colombia because it also has colonial history and it most sightseeing and tourist attractions are remains of Spanish architecture, the beautiful buildings, and maybe it is the most famous city because due to it is called City of Roses or the Pearl of the West. So it's rather small city, but it is very nice and very beautiful.
Do you like any of your national maybe poets, people coming from your country that is in literature? Maybe you can recommend something that is very representative of your culture to see.
Mexican culture is very interesting and very different, but I can't say about persons, maybe more about traditions, which
Okay.
are very, very well known in the world. Maybe about
Santa Muerte.
Santa Muerte, yes, it's one. I suppose it's the most famous Mexican festival, and it is known all around the world. And it's not only a beautiful celebration, it's a very long history, tradition, and it is very important for all families.
May I ask you a question? Is it true that in every family you think that death is something not so grave but wonderful?
I can't tell about all the people because all people are different, but it's some important part of culture, and mostly people think so.
Yeah, they believe that death is just another part of life. That's why they perceive it as a person almost, not as something abstract. And if the European people are afraid even to say the word, then the Mexican people, it's just part of life. It's normal.
It is how it is.
So Germany.
Germany, yes, but I'm looking forward to hear. As you know, I'm from Munich and I want to tell you about Germany. My favorite holiday is Oktoberfest. All German people like football. I go to all Bayern football matches. Germany has very tasty cuisine. I like especially sausages with cabbage. Maybe any questions?
What about beer?
What about maybe drinks? Can you recommend?
I can recommend beer. It's very delicious.
Good choice. Good soup. And schnapps.
Yeah. Maybe you can tell us about your city in general. Maybe your favorite places, your favorite museums, or pubs where you hang out with your friends.
My city is very beautiful and my favorite place is Marienplatz. It is a main square in my city. My favorite museum is BMW Museum.
I think it speaks for all German people that they like their cars.
We shall finish the meeting. Malaysia. Yeah, we didn't give the word.
I think it would be too much, You need to
Maybe
start
very
something.
shortly.
What?
Very short.
Sure.
Just say a
something.
few things about
Yeah.
But just make it assertive, okay? Make it assertive. Yeah, positive.
Not politics.
So,
politics.
I will tell you a white thing. So, we have a strait that comes through archipelago. And, there has always been a spice trade. So, I have a word to all your North Europeans, like East Asians, or all your organized people. You need to sometimes spice your life, you spice your dish with some chaos in your life. So that's what I wanted to say.
Well, you brought us some chaos. I think it very speaks for your country, but thank you. That was very nice to see you, to meet you, to communicate with you today. I think that we'll have a productive time together. Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for introducing yourself, telling us about more, telling us about your cultures, your countries, and yes, I think that's all. Ciao.